Then we also have a whole bunch of fur like scattered in this area, like someone was pulling fur for a nest and they accidentally dropped some. So I'm curious to look in the nest boxes and see who it was. It doesn't look very dark, so I don't think it was Acrobat's fur. It looks like a much lighter rabbit. So maybe Iantha, or maybe Zuzu was adding fur to her nest, or possibly Elodie, or maybe one of the Angora does as well. I just finished checking Zuzu's litter, and it doesn't look like there's much more fur in here. She's been pulling a little bit more fur every few days to add to them, but I don't see any huge additions, so it's probably another doe pulling fur. No babies in this nest box. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's fur in this nest box, and I was feeling the fur over here, and it kind of felt different than regular rabbit fur. And Tia looks a little bit skinnier than usual, and this fur is like kind of gray-ish, bluey, which is the exact color of her underbelly. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm feeling it. It feels like Angora fiber. Oh my gosh, you guys! She has babies! She had babies! Okay, okay. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, sorry. One. Oh, this one looks like so weird. Like, is this, I don't know what color this is, but like, it looks so pretty. It looks different than what I've seen before. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then this one's a Harlequin. 6. Another Harlequin. 7. Look at that face. Look at that Harlequin face. 7 babies. Oh my gosh. And like Zuzu, she had most of them not Harlequin. 1 Harlequin with a little bit of stripes, and 1 Harlequin with lots of stripes. So 7 babies for a first-time mama, and oh my gosh, she pulled fur, had them in a nest box. I'm so glad I added this little step stool here for them, because this nest box is too tall for them to get up by their own. So this little step stool was added just like a few days ago, and she used it. So now Latilia is a mom. This is her first litter, and like just a week ago she was put in this colony for the first time, so that was super stressful. And recently she's gone from living in a normal regular cage like she's used to a tractor, to our miniature colony pen, and then to this main colony, and that's been real stressful through her whole pregnancy. And then she was chased around by Ronwin a whole bunch, and then she has an amazing perfect litter. I am really glad I kept her around, because her mom's genetics, I guess, are so far very much passed on to her. She's being a great mama. She didn't have a huge size litter, but that's fine. We'll see if it gets bigger with time, or if this diet only means like smaller size regular litters. Sequoia had like 14 babies. No, maybe there was like 12. I don't remember, but they were huge litters. But I'm kind of glad she didn't have a huge one for her first time, so she can have an experience with just regular, normal size litter. And I don't know, if she increases in the future, that's great. If she doesn't, that's great too. 7 is a good size litter for me, especially because we're only feeding hay and no pellets. This is amazing. Ivanhoe, you're a dad! This is not his first time being a dad. When Acrobat had her first litter in the pasture pen tractor thing, that was his first litter, but because multiple things, that litter died. So hopefully this litter goes better, and he'll be a dad and be able to raise his babies and touch them and like be with them, and they'll grow up and they'll be like snuggly together, because he's being a great foster dad so far to all of the kits in this colony. But he's an actual dad with actual babies in the colony. This is how it's meant to be, Bubba. You're supposed to have your own babies in the colony, and it's going to be amazing. Thanks for being such a good foster dad, but you're going to be a great actual dad too. I'm pretty sure. I'm also really surprised and glad that she got pregnant so quickly. This is 1 month and 1 day after we first put her in the tractor with Ivanhoe. So, like, is that 31 days? I don't know, but it's like she got bred the day we put her in, which I'm surprised, because she was 7 months old when we put her in there, and she'd never been bred before. So even though she was ready to breed a lot sooner than that, I made her wait, and so that could have very easily thrown off the whole breeding cycle thing and made her less willing to want to breed. But she did great. She got bred as soon as we put her in, the first day or two, so that's really good. That is the exact opposite of Elodie. It took her maybe like a day to get bred at the most, maybe like less than that. But it took Elodie literally 8 months to get bred, and she was with a buck, like, I think most of the time. And ever since she had her first litter, she's been not getting bred. She didn't have a second litter, and so I don't really know when she's bred, so she is not. Oh, look, grooming. Oh, that's so nice. So Elodie is not getting onto the regular breeding schedule, have babies every month thing. She's just doing her own thing, which I guess is okay, but I would much prefer her to be more regular about it. She seems to be very stubborn about having very few litters. And I'm really curious what colors those babies are going to be. And I guess we'll also have to see how the fur of her babies is. In my limited understanding of rabbit genetics, you need 2 long-haired genes to make a long-hair rabbit. So Ivanhoe's a short-haired rabbit, but it's possible for him to carry long-haired genetics in him. And I know a few of the rabbits from that same rabbitry I got him from, our friends, had some long-furred rabbits just born to both their short fur parents. So that means it's possible that he carries a long-haired gene hidden inside of him, even though he doesn't have long hair. So it's possible that when we pair him with his hidden gene with Tia, who has a not-so-hidden long-fur gene, then we can have some long-furred babies. Or maybe he doesn't happen to carry that long fur gene in him, so they only have 1 copy, or no copies. I don't really know how it all works. So we could have some short fur, some long fur, all long furs, all short fur. I don't really know. So it'll be really exciting to see. It'll take like 3 or 4 weeks to be able to tell, because even with Angora rabbits who are regular, who all have long fiber, it takes like 3 or 4 weeks to be able to tell if their fur is getting longer and longer, or if it just stops at the regular growth. Because both Angora rabbits and regular furred rabbits, their fur grows in at the same rate. But short fur rabbits, their hair just stops growing, and the Angoras, they just keep going and going. So, oh boy, what an eventful day. I am so excited. This just, I don't know, having a good litter born in the colony, especially from a first-time mom, just makes my heart so happy. Like, my day is going to be awesome today because, like, oh my gosh, you did so good. I made a good choice in keeping Sequoia's daughters, even though they have long fiber and it's going to be a little harder for me. I'm going to have to shave them all the time, but she's doing such a good job so far. Her mom had a great first litter, and she had a great first litter. So these genetics are promising, and she's carrying on how good her mom is doing. So it looks like I made the right choice to keep them. Oh, I'm so excited and so relieved and so happy. Now all we have to do is wait and see if and or when Cambria has a litter. She was with Ivanhoe on the same day Tia was, so it's possible she was bred on the same day, or maybe she made him wait longer. Maybe she didn't get bred at all. We'll have to see. But hopefully she does just as good of a job as her sister does. I'm looking in the nest box, and it's the next morning, and I see some freshly pulled fur. I'm so glad she's adding to her nest, even after she gives birth. That's awesome. Oh, they're so warm. I'm sorry it's hard for you to see. Let's see if they're full. Look! Look at that! They weren't fed at all yesterday, but this morning, oh yeah, look at that belly! Let's see if we can find another fat belly. Oh yes! Oh my gosh, that's so good! I was a little bit worried since she hadn't fed them at all yesterday. But they're nice and full this morning. Oh, she's being such a good mom. I'm so pleased. Needless to say, I am very, very pleased with this litter and how it is going so far. I'm very pleased with Tia and her mothering abilities that she is showcasing, and I hope that she continues to do such a great job, and look forward to making more videos about this litter. Thanks for watching!